Well, good eye, everybody. My name is Mith, man of 100 voices, and you're dead junk VTuber. Good eye, welcome on in. Happy, is today Thursday? Holy shit, I am losing track of days so fast. What a week. Anyways, good eye. I think it is Thursday. I never really got confirmation on that. Let me confirm myself. Yes, it's Thursday. Good eye, everybody. Welcome on in. Let's find that extra room, even if it's filled with creepy dolls. Now, why would you want to put that out there? Also, Phantoms, good eye. Welcome on in. Good to see you, my friend. Why would you even plant the seed that the extra room is the doll room? God damn it. Now I don't want the room. I don't even want the house. Fuck this. Never mind. We're not playing the game. We're going to something else. Here we go. Have a nice... No, I'm just fucking around. I can't commit to the bit. What is my problem? I know what my problem is. I've been obsessed with trying to fix the overlay on chat, right? I've got some good news. I've got some awesome news. And I have some potentially better news. So the good news is I was able to go back to ChatGPT last night, did a little bit more digging, did a little bit more research, and it, yet again, spat out a different answer. This is why I can't really stand AI. Let me just explain this. It's probably because I'm bad at giving prompts. But for the fourth time, ChatGPT has been like, yeah, something's wrong with your code. You should add this. But ChatGPT gave me the code every single time. It kept finding more mistakes in the answer that it gave me. What the hell? Because you are a gardener of chaos. You are a gardener and chaos is your lifted garden. Fair. A gardener of chaos. That's actually a badass title. I want that to stick with you. Phantoms, gardener of chaos. You jam out to the music at the warm-up screen to all of my live streams. Aww, that's awesome. You've never heard it anywhere else, so you just call it the Mith theme? I could probably find you the name for it. I don't have it listed. Actually, here, let me get you the name just in case, because it isn't mine. I got it off of the Stream Deck, which I think is connected to... Oh shit, I can't remember what Stream Decks are connected to. They're connected to an audio service, though. Let's see. Oh, God. Hold on. I'll get there. I just need to hit a few more buttons. This one. It is connected to Storyblocks. That's what it's from. So Storyblocks is a, what's the words I'm looking for? Copyright free or whatever that phrase. I don't know if it's copyright free. But as long as you have a Stream Deck and have an account linked to Elgato through the Stream Deck, you have access to their all the Storyblocks audio. And that's where I got it. And let me see. Here's the background music. What properties? What's the name of the file I got it attached to? The song in question is called Adrenaline Rush. I don't have the author in the file name, so unfortunately I cannot credit the author of the song. But there you go. The name of the song is called Adrenaline Rush, and I got it off of Storyblocks. But I'm okay calling it the Mith theme. It's kind of been adapted at this point. Anyways, long tangent. So, I edited the code for what I'm going to say is a final time, and I will promise it is a final time. I will not be editing my code anymore if this doesn't work. So, for the fourth stream in a row, before we get into the game, I want to see if we can get an emote to render. And as proof of concept, hold on, I can prove that if I turn the demo on and I hit the save button, we should be getting bombarded by viewer 123. We should be bombarded by viewer 123. You know what? I think I know what I'm doing wrong now. Please hold. Put that there. Put that there. Please hold. God, I really shouldn't be fixing these on the fly, right? Okay, now I'm being bombarded with viewer 123. Artist for the song is known on Storyblocks as Mood Mode. Oh, thank you for that, Phantoms. So yes, Adrenaline Rush by Mood Mode. I see my demo no longer fires. That's good information to have. So anyways, I don't know if that's good or bad. Well, I can't test the demo anymore, but I proved last stream, same thing, that the demo script that I had was able to fire its little messages and its little messages without being pulled out of actual YouTube chat. Just the please generate a message under these parameters. It did actually create my images. I made one change. So now let's do an emote test. A nice, simple, crit happy, fire, and alas, it did not work. That's okay. I am not a coder. It is hard to become a troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is the hardest part about coding, by the way. So I can't figure out why this isn't working. So this was the good news. The good news was I edited the code and we had one more attempt to try. And when I say one more attempt is I'm just tired of troubleshooting it at this point. I promise I'll get emotes to work. But at this point, I think I need to pivot off of my current direction of editing my HTML or JavaScript or CSS. I need to move away from doing the edits in my Streamlabs widget. That's where things are not going well. So let's pivot from the good news to the really cool news, which is in my panic and frustration and lack of ability to figure this out, I reached out to a couple of YouTubers who also stream, who have working chat overlays that do in fact, show their emotes. So I reached out to a lot of them. They're on the larger side of things, so I know they're busy. They might not have time, or they might even just have inboxes filled and bombarded with a bunch of people sending them messages all the time. And one of them reached back out this morning, which was really cool because I'm not gonna lie, the message I sent them was the most shot in the dark. I did it out of just like sheer will of like, I guess I can. But they were kind of the largest YouTuber that I messaged, and they actually got back to me, and I was so happy because I'm actually a huge fan of this person. For privacy reasons, I'll just stay quiet because it's not my place to like say X individual who's actually kind of big reached out to me. No, I don't care about that. So this individual reached out to me. It was really cool, and they were super friendly, super chill, and they gave me their artist that said, yeah, here's the artist that worked on it. Here's like their channel. Go ahead and reach out to them. Hopefully they can help. So that was really cool of this person. So I reached out to the artist and they got back to me. Just before stream, as a matter of fact. And they were very helpful. They didn't have to be as helpful as they did because I did also check out like their store, and the artist name, I will be honest, I'm gonna drop their name because of how absolutely badass and cool they are. So on Twitter, they go by the name Kroneko. Here, I'll even just message in the chat so everybody can see it. So they go by the name Kroneko. Go check them out. Go support them. They, A, are just a super chill person, but B, I also had the pleasure of being able to look through their shops, and I might just pick up an overlay from them because there was one that I thought was really cool, and because they were so helpful, you know, I kind of want to support them back. So go check out Kroneko. Go show them some love because I can't thank them enough. They helped. Now, what they didn't help with is what I just showed. That was all me and ChatGPT. They gave me a lot of good advice, such as Stream Elements and Streamlabs don't like YouTube. So as a matter of fact, I might just have to move away from using those widgets. Hello, Malice. G'day. Welcome on in. I'm in story time right now with Blueprint's background music. I think it's fitting. Makes me sound a little edgy. Anyways, they suggested don't use the widgets, just use it as a straight browser source and just edit the CSS in there directly. So I did. And we're gonna see what that looks like. So I did my best to match what we have in our message, and I'm gonna hope this doesn't break. So we're gonna hide the Streamlabs chat, and we're gonna bring up the manual chat. They also gave me a wonderful link to a write your own CSS, and we're gonna see if this works. So bring it on. Holy shit, it's there. Okay, it's a little squishy, but okay, we can fix this. This is fixable. Hold on. This is fixable. That's an emote. That's an emote that's appearing. Please hold. Holy shit, they're actually there. Okay, it looks a little squishy, but it's actually working. Let's go. Yeah. Holy shit. All right. Kroneko, I highly doubt you're watching this randomly because, let's be honest, you just received a message from a random VTuber earlier today and we're super kind, but holy fuck, thank you so much. The messages fade away really fucking quick, though. That's probably on me. That's not Kroneko's fault in the slightest, but the messages appear. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. All right. That is outstanding. You would never blame Kroneko? Well, that's good. It is not their fault. Also, other things about other good things happening. So, granted, I will fix the sizing problem. That's on me. I'm gonna have to peer over the code. It's easier to read if I put it into a notepad, but I will do that after stream unless it's really annoying. But I also might have to just do more work than I want to do. Because I'm trying to make it so I only have to edit one chat window as I go between these two screens. I might have to do two. Also, I want it on screen longer than that. I think I have it set to a 45-second timer. Actually, that one I can fix right now. I actually know exactly where in the code that is. Because this is not my first time I had to do this. Because this is actually... so let's see. If I change this from a 49 to a 60 and hit OK... Well, it brought up all your messages back, but they should last a lot longer now. Phantoms, don't you dare. I know how your brain works. Don't you dare spin with that. I know exactly what was going on in your head, and I want you to cease. But okay. Those still don't last all that long. Oh, please, you were distracted? That's okay. So obviously, it's a little small on this screen. One of the things that the site that was sent to me that can do stuff, it can modify font sizes. So clearly, I just need to up those. I wasn't thinking, and I did not. But you'll go back and see what I said. No need. Everything's fine. God, that fades way too quick. Hold on. There might be something just with how I handle OBS. Because I remember running into this problem before. I set it to a delay of 60 seconds before it's supposed to do any of its changes. So yeah, I have it set to 60,000 milliseconds, which is 60 seconds. But those messages fade after, like, what, maybe 20 seconds? So let me just set this to 120,000. So per its animation, that should take 2 minutes. There's no way those messages are going to stay on screen for 2 minutes, though. Please ignore that, too. Also, hold on 1 second. I heard a noise. I took off my headphones, and it was the Emperor. He's playing with the door. Is it called a door jam? Door stop? He's pawing at it, and he knows that's how he gets attention from me. And he's about to. So hang on 1 second, please. Excuse me. Wow, I think so little of you? No, I think highly of you. I know how fast your brain works, and I know how quick your ears are. Which is why I was slow to responding, and I had to catch myself and make sure you didn't catch me as well. Anyways, let's get ready to play the game. Okay, so this is good. No, it's not. Hold on. I was about to say, guys, look, the font above my head. It's back to normal. That's because it's the old one. So let's turn that off and turn on the manual. Can somebody send a quick chat just so we can get a visual of what it looks like on this screen? I think I originally designed it for this screen. Oh shit, that's super tiny. Holy hell. Okay. It was stuck behind my head the whole time. Ah, okay, note. Get the font size bigger. Actually, I'm sorry. I need to change that font size, like, now. I need to figure out where that is, because that is not okay. That is super tiny. I need it, like, much bigger. So please hold. The good news is this code is really well rendered in terms of notes, so I know exactly where I need to look. And that still fades really quickly. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Font size, line size, I want to make those the same. I am 20 minutes into yapping already and even haven't touched the game, and this is a game that takes a while. How far am I in? About halfway down? Can I do a Control F? Probably not. Okay, but I can make it bigger to see more. Good. How's everybody's day doing as I'm scrolling and reading and trying to figure things out? All right, here we are. Channel names, font size. So those were all tiny, so what if we doubled them? So say make those 40s. I see a font size 18. Let's make that 36. Any other ones I need to be aware of? Yes. Say 40. Say 40. Ooh, also, were the messages were side by side? No, they weren't. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad the Rowan appears, but it is hyper tiny. I didn't hit the OK button. That's why things aren't increasing in size yet. There's so many fonts on here that I need to change. I probably would be better off, like, not editing it in the code itself, but going back to the editor and just doing a full copy and paste. But you know what? I'm already here. I'm gonna make this larger as well, so messages stay on screen longer, and okay. Haha! Look at that! So much better. I kind of want the names to be bolded though. The font's a little skinny in my opinion, but hey, we got it. Why are the emotes tiny? Shit. Oh no! The emotes are so small. Why can't I win? I just can't win. Okay, they appear. We fucking goddamn it. You know what? I don't remember seeing anything about emotes in this. So that's not good. It means I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. Oh, damn it. But also good news. Through this method, I don't have to do any kind of like weird emote guarding or stance. Also, I'm seeing that the badges are also a tiny size as well, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that. And figure out why those aren't rendering at full size either. But if you can notice, and I know it's really hard to tell, A, on my background, and B, well, mostly because of my background, but your badges are actually appearing. It's no longer like the dollar symbol or everything, so everything's here, everything's showing. Also, Theodore, good night, welcome on in. I need to figure out, eventually, what I can do to get those emotes larger. Goddamn, they're finally here and it's really cool. But it looks like the only thing I can change is font size, which I don't know why that's not affecting images. Okay, well, this is a for me later problem, because right now we can just say it's working. Yay! I love it when it works. I guess the only bad news to this is that, excuse me, this isn't a widget, so I don't get the luxury of being able to just open stream, hit the go button, and the chat is automatically connected to whatever stream I'm about to go live with. Instead, we have, I'm also realizing I'm either too tall right now. I don't like covering that very bottom, or I'll just make sure that the, let me just move the chat up, because I think I was in the same spot as normal. Is it this? No. Is it this? All right, it's gonna shrink a bit if I do that. I'll just move down for a bit. We have plenty of things that we can clearly see that I need to fix. Lock. Scooch. Hi, credits. Adelaide. Good eye, Adelaide. Welcome on in. But okay. This is easier to fix. It's really hard to fix. Why is my image not appearing? It's really easy to fix. Why is my image too small? But after this, there's actually a really good chance that I might just head over to Kroneko's page and invest into one of their overlays. Because A, I like the way it looks, and it'll add a really nice flair as opposed to whatever terrible coding that I've been able to pull off. We'll instead be able to see some higher quality stuff. And with that higher quality, I think the image and sizing will be easier to control. But yay. All right, let's finally get into some blueprints. I am so prepared for this. The Blueberry Bush is going to be playing blueprints while I have a wonderful glass of GG Energy Gamer Subs blue flavor next to me. The Blueberry Bush is fueled by blue to play the blueprints. Let's continue. And you know what? You're sensing a theme. I don't know what that is. There's no theme. It's all in your imagination. Oh, right. This is the game where I actually need to take my jacket off, isn't it? Because otherwise my shoulder covers the corner and then you can't see the information down there. All right, day 4. You see it too? You're both just crazy. All right, so things that I remember. Permanent additions, we have the West Gate and the Apple Orchard. Which means we're gonna go to both of those right now. We're gonna eat the loss of foot, but hey, look, 69, nice. We do have 20 extra steps in a day now because of whatever we did last time. So now we start at 70 instead of 50. Crazy, yes, observant. Also, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I've been looking forward to playing this game. I'm so pumped. A buddy of mine actually beat it. He says he loves the game. It's incredible. There's just so many good games being played right now on the channel. I'm excited to play more Hollow Knight. I'm excited to play more Blueprints. Obviously, Mega Man, we're coming up on a closure to X8 pretty soon. And I guess there's Dark Souls 2. All right, the Orchard. Last time we walked into here and then passed out because we ran out of steps. And now it only costs us 4 steps to get here, and it's going to cost us 4 to get back. So what can we do here in the Orchard? The fuck is this? Also, can I just state that it's some cruel irony that after long last, after finally talking to enough people, after finally getting the information of how to get an emote to appear on screen, it appears super fucking tiny and there's no setting that I can find right away that says increase pixel size of emote. Is that irony? Or am I just playing a victim? Is this a sundial? Hold on. Is this a working sundial? Clearly not, because it's casting a shadow here, and there is, no sun. So it is a fake dial! Don't you know we would be in the shadow from this giant-ass wall? Okay, actually, I think the laws of physics just don't exist with this wall now that I think about it. Okay, it's a sundial. And it currently reads... Is this a full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It is! This would be 2... Calculating. 7. Is this gonna be another room? Okay, it is not. I see something I can read. What's this? Gardener's logbook, April 10th, 1992 to blank. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of his improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nagala, groundskeeper. Among many commissioned duties, I've been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the Apple Orchard, Entrance Drive, and East Yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance on the West grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the West Wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the West Path weekly, even if not by myself, take notice. None but myself take notice. I can read. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are often draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within that category. That is good information. So green rooms can be created along the east and west wings. or specifically, they are only draftable on the perimeter of the house by east and west wings. That's good to know. Specifically? What the fuck? Hold on. Somebody take a screenshot and send it to me. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in the wings. Hey Crit, have you ever played Edith Finch? I have not. It's another RPG where you're a woman figuring out what happened to your family. You've seen other people play it, and it was awesome. Oh. You think it could be another good series to play? I'll have to look into it then. Sent. Shit. You actually did. And you cropped it, you magnificent son of a bitch. I'm proud of you. And thank you. There are so many things in this game where they're like, you should write that down. You need to remember that later. That I, well, need to remember that later. You're here to moderate and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of moderation. Wait. All right, back to the soil survey. To quantify the soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Okay, so we mostly just have to know that don't ever try to put a green room here if we can avoid it. And we should try to force it on mostly the east wall. It looks like the west wall is not the greatest for gardening. Also, isn't one of these two squares guaranteed to be the garage? Maybe I'm wrong about the guarantee part. What the hell is this? Okay, there's a lot of information out here. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wirings. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line. Just now realizing that the word gas line and gasoline are one letter away from each other. Outside gas line, including but not limited to the orchard smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity. Haha, crit. Necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. God, it never ends. This logbook is immense. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda currently in the cloister with the much more appropriate angel Rhina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? I mean, that's fair. Though amused, I do not think Annie took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garden and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Rhina's depiction in the chapel. Oh, and that's the end. Okay, so that was a lot of information. Thank you, exposition. So, what did we learn? We learned this is gas-powered. There's a thing over here that we can turn off in order to turn those on. turn that on. Huh. And I can turn it off. Okay, then. You know what? So the reason I don't want to turn it on, I want to test something. Does the smoke stop coming out? Yes. I don't know if this is considered a winter time. And since it's not, I don't think the apples are in danger. So I'm going to keep that off, actually. I'm guessing there are more things that we have to run across or come across, and we eventually need to turn on all 4 of those flames for some reason. Also, can we talk about the fact that that's a blue flame that's happening over there? Blue flames are hot as hell. And what I'm scared, even though that book taught us actually quite a bit of information about green rooms and specific soils, which, let's be honest, means certain green rooms with a shovel are going to require certain soils. But is there anything more we can explore? There's no way down, correct? There is not. There is a cave over here. I don't think we can go in it. Blueprints. Bada bee, bada bye. I'm blue, bada bee, bada bye. I'm just a prince, bada bye. Isn't this called Blueprints for a reason? I have no idea what the reason is. This game is hyper puzzle focused, super attention to detail, and requires a lot of hours in order to actually make said progress. So if there is a reason it's called Blueprints, I haven't learned it and I don't want it spoiled. But actually, that's a good point. We're called Blueprints, so I guess the fire would be blue. Silly me. Still gotta love the actual joke you just made. It was a nice one. Well done. All right, so it looks like I haven't explored the East Gardens at all. Maybe guys was obsessed with blue. You never know. Not a spoiler, just assuming. Fair. It could just be blue. So, okay, things that we have currently discovered is we figured out how to turn on this loud-ass flame. Wait, is this room 46? Or is that room 46? All right, other things is there's a pipe, just like this one. So that one led all the way over there. I have no idea how to turn on this fire then. Or this one, but this one's going to be something over here, and I also see a door that we don't have access to. So, what a game. Your guess is that my character gets strangled at the end and my face turns blue. That's morbid as hell. What? Damn. Wait, if we got the prince, where's the princess? Is there no DLC to play as a princess? Not yet. And there's one more thing I wanted to explore. I can't go over there, correct? What's that? Is that a glitch in the wall? I think that's a glitch in the wall. I made you play the game about digging a hole. Now you assume the worst with every game. That's fair, but a game about digging a hole was great. That Deep Rock Galactic? Okay, I made him play Deep Rock Galactic 2, but no, we're talking about a game about digging a hole. It's literally just titled that. It's a wonderful game. Go check it out. It's a nice, casual... Can I affect these sconces at all? No? Okay. What's in the box? You like Deep Rock Galactic? You can consume adult beverages. True, and they make you dig faster. What if there's a blue princess? Well, wouldn't that just be like my relative? All right. I have utilized 7 of our 70 steps. So I use 10% just to explore outside, which is fine. We need to use it. We need to figure things out. So let us go into the west gate because we've earned this. And I want to see what else there is. We have a door. Ah, let's see. We can open the tool shed. Wait. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. That's actually really fucking good. Items for trade is not something that I'm interested in. This says 2 special items. For this round, we're going to do the tool shed. I want 2 special items. Hovel seems insane. Hovel, what that? A hovel is like a very poor house. But I want the tool shed. Oh. And we get a... I thought we were going to get a shovel. What's this? Lockpick will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Oh, okay. Ah, so a shed. Except you live in it. Ah! It was the shovel! Looks like this could be useful for digging. Okay, I think on this round, we're going to be focusing on green rooms as they pop up. All right, let's go prove that the garage is no longer there. Because... oh, that's just dirty. Wait a tick. Not only is the garage gone, I'm not allowed to make any movement. Holy shit. Yay, we can dig. Yes, we can dig. Okay, I was not expecting that. So last time we got over here, we were able to place a garage and there was a path, but that path is no longer there? And the bridge that allowed us to get across this river is gone. Huh. So that's how they do it. Which means we will always have access to this outside door. This is crazy. Well, yes, every single time we go to bed, the mansion changes. That's what makes it a roguelike. So every day we have to restart. But we can always get an outer room because of the west gate. And the apple orchard gave us like plus 20 steps, so yay. Well then. So it looks like you have to sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because you have to step in everything twice. You can sacrifice 6 steps to trigger that outside room. All right, and good news, we're still up 8 from normal. And let's see. If I had left, up, I want to see what that does. If I can. All right. It seems left is out of the conversation. The pantry is a good option, though. It will give us more steps because there's always an apple. Let's pick the pantry. Give us some money. And an apple for steps. Yay, 2 steps. What is in this room? The den is a solid option. Storeroom will give us a lot of good stuff, but it ends our path. All I know is... oh, I have a lockpick and a shovel. Is this square is the one that was marked as infertile soil, which is why I want to pick the den so I can pick this room. Storeroom would end it, but then we could always try to go around. You know what? Screw that. Let's do that. Let's pick the storeroom. Give me the money. Give me a key. And give me those gems. So we want to try to get to the east wall and the west wall, and we want to find green rooms. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. I mean, that's kind of cool. Closet gives us 2 items, but ends the path. So den? I guess den? Den's not a very good option here. Actually, all of these are awful. Because I wanted to go straight. This is not where I want to put the den. I would rather draft the den here, but I can't. This might be a bad run. Den, so we have options, although closet was a solid choice. All right, where's the jewel? There's the jewel. So, yep, that's dead end. This is not. All I wanted to do was go west. Now we're heading east. Hallway? Always a good option. Parlor kind of sucks. Man cave? Yeah, it's just a den. It's not a man cave. They're different. Ooh, right. There was one other, something that we had to remember from last time. And that's they said, we came across a room that said the correct, it could be. It could be, but it's just a den. The only reason I don't want to call it a man cave is there might actually be a man cave tile that I haven't discovered yet. So we can agree. Hallway is the correct choice. I kind of want to do the parlor. Do you guys remember, I mean, it's been a week, but do you guys remember last week when we had, what was it? There was a statement that said, sometimes the correct answer to the puzzle isn't really the correct answer. I want to try opening a wrong answer and see what happens in the parlor. I don't know if I would call this a man cave. This is just a pretty good sitting area. A lot of clock. All right. Parlor time. There's a puzzle. All right, and let's check it out. Hey, Alistair. Good night, good night. Welcome on in. So what do we have? This box is the white box. All right, 1 lie. This box is the black box. There's 2 lies, so this has to tell the truth. The blue box contains the gems. Oh, right. Don't I have to pick up the key from somewhere? Here it is. Oh, is that a magnifying glass? Can I take that? Yeah! Hey, Crit, how have I been? I've been all right. How about yourself? It could be a man cave. Yeah, it still could be a man cave. Yes, yes. Give me your magnifying glass. Are you going to help me cheat? May the 2nd? May the 2nd what? May the 2nd find you? Look for secrets. All right. I don't think there's secrets. But okay, so we know the correct answer. So the rules of the game is there's at least 1 box that tells the truth. There's at least 1 box that tells a lie. I think that's the rules of the game. I think I skipped past them. Was there a 3rd rule? True, false. Only 1 box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. This is the part that doesn't quite click with me. It said occasionally, specifically with this box game, sometimes the correct answer isn't the real answer. It says the other 2 are always empty. So we have a lie. This box is the white box. That's clearly a lie. This box is the black box. There's 2 lies, which means this one has to be the one telling the truth, saying the blue box contains a gem. So I know if I open this, I'll get 2 gems. Meh, can't complain, just taking it easy? Hell yeah. So I kind of want to open one of these 2 boxes. I want to prove that it's empty. Chat, what do you want? The black box or the white box? You know what? I can make this more official. What box should we open? Black box. White box. Blue box is off the table. I'm not opening the correct box. We have to choose which of the wrong boxes am I going to open. Man, my mind is racing right now. There's so many things I want to do today. And you know what? I needed to plan ahead better. Because as much as I think playing Blueprints today is a great idea, Elden Ring Night Rain just came out like 2 hours ago. I probably should have been playing that today. You're going to say the black box. Okay, it looks like most people are saying the black box, but I'll let it go for a little bit longer. Hit it. You know, I love the music in this game. I don't like when the music is super fucking quiet, though. Like, there currently is no music. Can I stand next to something that makes sound? All right. That should be good. And the winner is... black box. All right. Black box it is. Show me it's empty. Prove to me you're wrong. All right. It is indeed wrong. I got a question. What do I usually play Elden Ring on? PC. I am a PC gamer. All right. So we knew the correct answer was in here. And I was okay sacrificing 2 gems to try to figure this one out. Now, either we lost a 50-50 or these are just empty. or something about these rules are wrong. Like, what if these 3 rules that say 1 is always true, 1 is only false, and the other 2 are always empty? What if this true and false apply to these statements as well? You want to play it on Xbox? That's fair. I have the luxury of having a wonderful gaming PC next to me that allows me to stream and entertain you guys, but is also strong enough to play all of my games. Hello, Bankai. Good eye, and welcome on in. Oh, hey, Crit, remember you? Yes, I do, Mushroom. Good eye, welcome on in. Your favorite chat member who definitely says the most sane things? Okay, no, now you lost me. I agreed with the first part is, yes, I do remember you, and then you said 2 false statements, and now I'm concerned. You're still playing Mass Effect? Hell yeah. All right, let's open the door. Okay, if I pick the bedroom, we have this nice sealed 6-room apartment. Oh, don't take it personally. I didn't mean it. I saw an opportunity for a joke, and I went for it. All right, we have to take the Nook. We need this in order to keep continuing our story. Oh, we're starting to get some sound. What was this again? Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, right, that was telling me the, how to do things. Sinclair has many secrets that he will tap to his antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Yes. Must be a way to open... ... Yes. It's fine, it's fine. You say as you report me. No! I didn't do it! You have a friend who's helping guide you through Mass Effect 1 without spoiling the game? That's nice. Because that is an intense game, and the fact that they can do it spoiler-free is impressive. I looked around to see if I could find the Emperor, and he is not here. All right, Nook. All right, we can go to the locksmith. That will end our run. We can pick the closet. That will end our run. So we have to go to the, I'm going to butcher this again. Is this the boudoir? Will I ever do reaction lives? You mean when I watch videos and like react to them? Because if I do, you have a list of amazing things I should react and watch to. I don't know if I will do reactions. I've always been concerned with doing like reaction videos. They're just not my style personally. But also, I already struggle with accidental copyrights, and to grab another person's video and react to it over it, I don't know how to circumvent those copyrights. Do I reach out to the creator first? Do I ask permission? How do I make sure I can do it in a legal fashion that everybody wins from? He's making sure you make your own decisions in the game. Also, for the Emperor! Hell yes, for the Emperor. Sadness and misery, hot pockets. Those sound quite cold, actually. You should warm those up. Yeah, reaction has never really been what I am. I am primarily a gamer who is learning how to yap. Let's go to the boudoir. Was there anything special in the boudoir? It looks like it's just a room. Technically, I think this is considered a bedroom because it's purple. Shoes. Stuff. Anything? What's that? Oh, it's the Christmas photo that I can't tell anything from. Anything back here? No? Oh well. Boudoir! Yappity yap, don't talk back. Wait, what? They should always ask for permission to do so, so you can ask them to take it down. If they don't, you can call out copyright. Oh, I mean, yes, but that's exactly what I mean. And I don't know if everybody, like, reaches out. I don't know the etiquette for performing reaction content. I've heard most people are okay with it because it's like, well, it's just free publicity at that point. But it's just not for me. He's also helping you create a solo leveling OC. Hell yeah. If you want to do a reaction in the future, you should try setting a Patreon. Why? What does a... Is there any interaction between Patreon and reactions? Or is it just, like, make a Patreon so, like, people can suggest reactions? All right. End the game. End the game. Play the game. Play the game. Do I draw or did I commission someone to make my model? Neither. I bought my model off of a artist, but I did not commission them to make the model. It was just a model that they had for sale. And this is my 2.0 model. My 3.0 model, I will be commissioning. Yeah. A wonderful lackluster corridor. Oh, are we on the east wall? Yes, we are. So now we have to cheat and pull open messages. Please hold, please hold. And by cheat, I mean I simply have to just double check. So let's see. We are currently on a good soil. We have a good ahead of us and a rich ahead of us. Those are important. Can't wait to see my new model. It's not made yet, so nor is it even in conception. It's just, if I make a 3.0 model, it's going to be commissioned. And I already have the artist pick out to make it. You can just imagine me sending a stick figure with blue hair as a reference image to the artist. Hey, that is my drawing style. Still can't wait? Same, though. All right, into the corridor. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been received. So dining room is our best option here because it gives us the most amount of movement. Even though it has a bonus, it's just better than the spare room in terms of what we can actually, place. So we're going to go with the dining room. We probably won't get the bonus because we are creating the dining room at rank 3, and we need to get to rank 8 before it allows us to... reap the reward. But let's keep going up. And I want to figure out, how do I tell if a door is locked? Aha! This is what I was looking for. And room 4, checking my notes. That's on good soil. So I definitely want to put the greenhouse on this. No, because you need to yap? What? You hate people who go, I can't even draw a stick figure. How? It's lines. How can you not draw it? Your mom does this all the time. Well, I do draw stick figures, but that is my style. Like, I am not the most talented artist. I have fun, but I am not a talented artist. So, actually, I just leaned into stick figure art. So, things like, have you guys seen things like Henry Stickmin? A friend of mine described my art style as like Henry Stickmin. So instead of like improving or trying to move on to more realistic, I just lean into the goofy stickman style. But all right, we're going to drop a greenhouse. Again, bedroom would be a solid choice because we get more options, but we at least have a door to proceed through. And I think we have a shovel, which means we might be able to dig something up here in the greenhouse. And I'm curious. And also, the hell is this? It's a metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. You know, you weren't talking about me, just people in general. Yeah, and that's fair. So if I had a lever, I'd be able to do whatever this is supposed to do. Also, thanks to recent events from a big dumb idiot of a CEO, you're no longer looking forward to Borderlands 4. I have no complaints about the CEO. I have complaints about EA or what was it? Is it Take-Two's new license update where if you play the game, they need root access to your PC if you play it on a PC, or root access to your console to play it on console. So I am no longer interested in putting that game on there because I don't want to willingly give the corporation access to my computer's information at that level. You gotta go, bye, Crit. Oh, I'm sorry, Mushroom. I hope you enjoyed your stay, though. Also play The Last of Us. I don't know about plays The Last of Us. Shovel! Ooh, I got a turnip. I mean, this was a dirt pile on a stone floor. Why was there a turnip in there? Shovel. A coin. A rather dirty coin. And that is 100% why we made the green room. You are more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Thank you, greenhouse. People have hobbies. But it's not about having hobbies. It's not like a turnip in the dirt. It's a turnip in the dirt. It's just a dirty turnip at that point. What's this say? No! Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, this is really bad. I'm not going to sing this. Sorry, everybody. So instead, I'm just going to read it. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, so toss away these sheets. You find a worthy trade. I remember we got page 8 last time and I forgot every word on it, but it said something about the word or bolded words. So this one has the word sheets. I don't want to keep taking notes on things like this, but I'm going to need it. The good news, greenhouse plus whatever room we were in last time when we found page 8, we're going to need that information. Yay. Okay, we're going to have to... So much note-taking. Randy Pitchford is the most ridiculous, immature, self-centered CEOs you've ever seen. Have you ever heard of Bobby Kotick? He literally says, if you can't buy BL4, you're not a real fan. Yeah, I mean, he's no Bobby Kotick. He does say that, or that's the twisting. He said, real fans will find a way to pay $80 if that's what it comes to a price. I want to know what's up with this lever and how to use it. Another time. All right. Oh, a courtyard. I mean, it's the same thing as a hallway, but it's green. And I like green rooms. I'm trying to remember what we need green rooms for. I mostly think I just want to start picking green rooms because we have that apple orchard and I want to discover more of them. You've got to be kidding me. Ooh, a coin. And a key. metal detector? You would support $80 games, 70 was bad enough. I agree with that sentiment completely. Is it here? A rock. So if I stand... Oh, this is a sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks or unlock trunks. Correction. You can't support $80 games. Fair. Oh. I don't have the ability to turn off electronic locks, which means our run is dead. Huh. Oh, well. We had fun. Time to restart? Indeed. It's time to restart. We have no more open doors because this one's locked and everything else is sealed. Calling it a day. Damn. And we didn't even make that much progress. Nicely done, Phantom, storing that page. Thank you for that. Snug little Snug little cottage. Look at that. We actually did a good job filling up the rooms, but... Damn. Save and continue. We still have time. Probably have time to run through one more round. One more day. The only information we really got there is the fact that we had a shovel early on, and we were able to start digging with it. All right, so first things first, we instantly step outside. That sheet music too. Oh yeah, good point. The sheet music was another piece of information that we obtained. Damn, I thought we were gonna have a way to always cross over here in order to like have an external entrance, but I am wrong.
I had to.
What do you mean you had to? Adelie, thank you so much. Your generosity is too much, but please don't... Please tell me that wasn't too much. That would break my heart. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Aww. I actually... Now you have 200 in your account. That's 10% of all your money! Don't do that! You can watch for free! God damn, you're too kind. No, cry. I didn't... I'm also not gonna lie. I was not expecting anyone to trigger that sound effect. God, I wish the emotes were bigger. This is actually, like, pissing me off in a time when I'm supposed to be happy. I want the emotes natural sized. Why are they so tiny? I'll fix that. But seriously, thank you so much. I was not expecting someone to trigger that event. I put that level of a super chat on there as a maybe someday somebody will do this. I didn't realize someday was going to be like today. But goddamn, thank you so much. That is way too kind of you. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots. Well, I don't have a shovel, so that. You know, just because you brought it up last time, in honor of you, Adelie, I'm gonna pick the hovel. This is a hovel. It's like a apartment in New York. You have your bed with a couple bits of straw on it? What's this? 2 wings, 9 ranks. Where's room 46? 45292? What's the 45292? 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks. What do you mean 9 ranks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it is 9 ranks, isn't it? Well, what's the 2? 45292. But wait, you wrote it in 7590. Tested my full house theory. No luck, as expected. Oh, I actually know what that last bit means. There's actually an achievement for filling up all 45 rooms. It still doesn't give you room 46. The add and subtract colors. That is what it was, right? And I'm trying to remember what it was. Hold on. I remember this. 45. Blue was add. Yellow is subtract. Oh no. Was purple multiply and pink divide, or do I have that backwards? I remember the blue and yellow. I remember blue is adding, yellow is subtract. We literally just saw this in the parlor. All right, Phantoms, you know what to do. Take a quick screenshot. Snip it and ship it. You don't have pink and purple in your notes? I forget the pink and purple. The blue and the yellow I remember because blue GG energy gets added to your stomach and yellow exits the stomach. I remember that being easy. But the pink and purple, I don't remember the order. Mission objective complete. Hell yeah. All right, then I can put it down. I don't have to stare at it. But I'm trying to remember what it means. And let's see, if I had to guess, I think purple is division, and hear me out. Awaiting further orders, you're doing fine. So, this is me projecting / cheating a little bit. I'm gonna say pink was multiply and purple is divide, only because...
Oops, I did it again. Also 200 is what I had after I sent it.
Adelaide, the stream is free. Stop sending money. I want to say thank you, but especially if you have that little, do not send it to me. I am doing fine. That option is there for when your generosity is over the moon and you have so much that you just can't help but share it. 200 is not that number. Please keep it to yourself, please. Congrats on the donations. I mean, I don't know how to feel about them, to be honest. I'm both excited and terrified at the same time. You know, it's free, but it's fine. You just want to, and... Thank you. I have to say thank you, because I do really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. But please, there is no obligation. In fact, I encourage you to sit back and enjoy for free. Or there are other options that are more fun. Like, the donations are fun, a fun way of doing generous sendings. And obviously you get the really cool animations and TTS. But you can do them for cheaper. Like, you don't have to send the big ones. The big ones are there because they're there. But cheap ones, like, also you can become a member for $1.99 for like $1.99 a month. And then you get access to channel emotes. You get a badge next to your name. That is such a better way to spend $2 than to just throw it as a one-time donation, in my opinion. But that's just me. That way you at least get something for it. You're welcome. You always gift a little to streamers you favor. Aww. That's so kind. What? What's that thing at the top? What? How does that go away? Sorry, I'm just seeing the thing like actually at the top of the stream. Does that say sent it reply? Why is that stuck up there? Somebody send a message and see if that goes away. Oh, you know what it is? I think I have it where messages disappear, but like super chats don't. Ah, yeah, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. It just kind of feels weird sitting up there, just minding its own business. Anyways. Ooh, gas! We discovered another flame. Is this flame permanent? Like, is the other flame still on? It is! All right, we got 2 out of the 4. Who knew the Hubble was going to be that answer? All right, but as I was saying, oh yeah, flame. Okay, and I am correct. The messages fade away, but the super chats do not. I might just make it so chat doesn't always fade away. But okay, so what I was saying before about my cheating. I'm going to assume purple is division and pink is multiply because 45 divided by 2 does not make sense. But 45 times 2 is 90. Divided by 9 is 10. Plus 2 or minus 2 is 8. I don't know why that's important. But understanding the colors, this 45292 off of 45 rooms with 2 wings and 9 ranks, 45292 and 2 starting rooms. Oh, there's the numbers, 45292. Coincidence? This code here translates to 8. I have no idea what that means, but it translates to 8. Eight what? 8 why? 8 how? 8 for who? All right, so the Hubble states even if we don't have gems, we can always spend extra footsteps now, which is useful. I don't know how many footsteps. I'm assuming 5. I don't know why I'm assuming 5. I think 2 would be too little. Well, you're glad the Hubble, in honor of you, just so happened to light up the other flame? Yeah, see, it helped discover stuff. How are we doing on time? We got 30 minutes. Call it a day in blue. Screw that. I'm going to start by going straight. We do not go to the chapel. We always avoid the chapel. The chapel is bad. Do we want the nook? Do we want the pantry? Let's go in the nook. Pick up a key. Also, is this the one that would teach us? Pink is multiplication and purple is division, so I did have that right. So 8. For some reason, that gives us 8, whatever that means. Test this door. Ooh, secure. Oh, it's only 3 steps. So 3 steps per gem. The bedroom here is a solid option because it'll gain us some steps. Parlor's a solid option because we can try the other, see if we can force another blank. View inventory of all items currently in the house. I mean, security is great. It's just a really good option, but maybe not there. Let's pick the parlor. And, we don't get a free magnifying glass this time. All right, let us solve a puzzle again. There are 4 boxes in this room. You lying son of a bitch. There is only 1 box in this room. Wait. Is the blue box and the white box always lying? The gems are in the true... Oh, the true box, meaning the box that says true, which would be the black box in this case. Because that's a lie, that's a lie. This one tells the truth. Okay, so unfortunately, last time the blue box was correct, and we guessed the black because we wanted to prove that it was empty. Man, something about this, it doesn't sit well with me. Especially this time around, I don't need the gems. So I'm going to open up the blue box this time around. Because last time the blue had the correct and the black was empty, so I think there might have been something in the white. So for some reason, if the black is the correct one, I'm going to guess the white is empty and the blue might have something in it. I don't know why I guessed this, but this is us testing and figuring it out. Are you empty? You are. Okay, so maybe it has something to do with the white box, or they're just both empty. And maybe I'm just 50-50 bad. We do know my luck is shit. Oh, hey, Rowan. Welcome on in. Although I do see Rowan's head is going to block some info, so let's meander him on down a bit. There we go. Now we can see the rank and the name. Yay, kitty. Yes, the Emperor has graced us with his presence. We could pick the commissary. That's always an option. We could pick the pantry, which will then get us onto the west wall, which will probably be the west wing. And then we could find more. Yay, we could finally send those Rowan emotes and they appear small. They appear very small. I will fix this. Give Rowan a kiss for you? When he's ready. Corridor is solid. Let's pick the corridor. I want to make some distance and get further into our mansion here. All right, nursery, no. Security, probably. So we're going to pick security this time around. Costs us 3 steps, but it's worth it. No! Curse you, locked door! Except we can fix that here, right? Blue mementos true. Red memos lies. Unless written... something. I forgot what this is. A red memo is a lie unless written on hand? Unless handwritten? The antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry, which is a lie. We need access levers. Okay, let us sign on in. Let's do some hacking. Let's see the key card system. System settings. Let's set security level to low. And let's change offline mode to unlocked. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high. All right, offline mode is unlocked. Key system is operational. How do I unoperate it? The following. Oh, 0 fruit, 0 gems, 0 keys, 0 coins in the rooms I have currently discovered. I thought there was a way to pull the power here. E-card system settings. I can't turn it off, apparently. All I know is offline mode I can make unlocked. But no, I can't actually access the door. Because this is still operational. Dang! What's the blue note say again? Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. We were able to figure out the password. Let's use our key. Because, holy crap, everything's locked. Holy shit. This is bad. Lose half your steps is insane. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans, so we'll just have to pick and choose. But this does give us a lot of options to pick for rooms. We're gonna pick the archives. Weight room is a beast. Yes, it will pretty much kill the run on the spot. I think this archives might be an important room. Or I'm crazy. What's this? Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marianne Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. It looks like it should be filled with delicious lore, right? Just floor-to-ceiling lore. There we go. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H. Sinclair. Oh look, she's the Blue Princess! Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considered herself success. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. So as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Never mind, she's our mother. She's still the Blue Princess. Blue Queen? I'm the Blue Prince, she's the Blue Queen, right?" Marigold had elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. Guys, I don't think we're the Blue Prince. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. What? Publisher and author detained by Red Guard, questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White. So many colors. Were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest. In the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday, what? Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed the authorities to be the work of the insurgent group Rulkf, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Huffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in the statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Okay, this place is full of lore. I'm gonna see if I can keep talking. Whew. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marianne Marigold has announced a split with her longtime publishing partner, Ruffington Press. Ruffington. Citing personal reasons, the announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past reference to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. So that's Manning and that's White. Delicious lore. So much lore. Love how deep lore can get. This game is all about deep lore. It is a deep lore puzzle game. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under waved down a local. This is the 3rd major last year. It is charged by the crowd. Manning was the last. The trial began on. Expected to last up to with grand treason. No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marianne Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Your face right now? Yeah, I'm trying to follow along too. Okay, we're on the last page. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authority said that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares. The priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Fascinating. How much of that am I gonna have to remember? The answer is I've already forgotten most of it. Flowers. All right, so if we head north, we can't head north. So if we head east, we can pick a hallway or we can pick a random. Hallway or random, what do you want to pick? We're not picking code check because that's going to end things. I'm leaning towards hallway, but random is fun. Hallway archive, okay, we instantly got a 50-50. We know the, wait, what's this? Oh, did I click a button? Uh-oh, click the right button, please. Okay, there we go. Hallway archive, and you know what? We're gonna do archive because fun. This is correct. This is fun. Okay, archive, let the game decide. I'm upset with my choice. Well, that sucked. What do you mean? Is this permanent? While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all three. I didn't realize this was permanent. All right. That's painful. And decided weight room. Yep, I got fucked. Den it is. However, this does look like... Yeah, I think the archive is permanent. I assumed this was on rooms on the archives. I'm wrong. Just like the weight room, this isn't when entering the weight room. This is just you lose half. Just when you draft it. So that's okay. I thought I was going to lose half every time I backtracked. This makes me feel a little bit better. I want to go up because I want to head to the right somehow. The bedroom can do that. We could also take the archive floor plan. Archive! How bad could the archive be? It requires gems. I got the kitchen. I have no money. It was pretty bad. Well, then again, we've actually never been to the kitchen. A banana is worth 3 steps. Wait, can I buy everything with steps? Nope, that's plus 3 steps. I'm a dum-dum. A club sandwich that looks a little green, or the chef's salad. For every green room in your house. Ooh. We have no money. I don't have any money. Banana club chef. Today's main course, wood-fired pizza. The only course. The main course is served only in the dining room. Okay. And I guess we're heading to the left. But hey, I've actually never been in the kitchen, so this was a good time to explore and look for stuff. Like these. Blue and red. Colors mean stuff, I think. What's in this door? Ooh, the passageway is a good one. I'm doing the guest bedroom. Give me 10 steps. Ooh, a gem. Is there anything else? No? But I know I've already looked at that message before. It was talking about the puzzle in the billiards room and how it requires math. All right, so then we're back to the den. I guess we could just head to the right, or we could use the weight room to continue more. Let's do the weight room and see if it halves my steps again. It does not. All right, weight room, what do you have over here? So that's bad. That's not great. I'll take door number 3, my lord. I chose poorly. Well then. Maybe dirt, if only I had a shovel. Hot damn, what a bummer. I am just pulling red room after red room. And no keys. Let's see if this door is open or not. My avatar just twitched like it's annoyed. Perfect. Damn it. So this room is locked. That means the only room we actually have left is this one down here. Let's see if we can get anything out of it. Okay, gymnasium is the bad room, and it always has been. Oh, and this is a locked area. I'm actually stuck unless I go back to the entrance hall. What is launder currency? Oh, that's like I can throw money in and I can get money out. I'm gonna pick the archive because I don't want any of these 3. Also, why is it red? Do you guys see that? Is that because I have the furnace? We're picking the confidential. Mother. Sure. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Only in that room. I think I'm just gonna run back to the entrance hall and try again. Or you know what? Since we're here, let's just open this door. Less likely to find items laying around the house because the maid's chamber. That's hilarious. You know what? I'm tempted to pick this exclusively because this run is already kind of botched and I've never picked some of these red rooms and I just want to unlock them. Let's just pick it. I've never been in the maid's chamber. Is there anything cool in here? The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending service may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premise by Friday, November 6th. Seriously, 3 red rooms back to back? What is wrong with this game? What's wrong with this game is I got the furnace, which is more likely to get red rooms. The game is in an unkind mood. Yes, it is. But yeah, because I pulled the furnace, red rooms are just more common now. The maid's room did not tell me anything. Remind me, was this door locked? Great. And now I don't have my lockpick. Can't do anything about that until I turn off the power. God. I also can't seem to get my bunker outside, and unfortunately, we are past the time when I set last week for a really cool event, and now that's failed, so that's fun. And I want to go this way, correct? Yes. Aquarium! We can pick the lavatory and just end it. Or let's pick the aquarium, because the aquarium is a room of every color. We love the aquarium. Look at all the fish. So good. What's this? Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. All those emotes appear. Now I understand how all those emotes appear. They don't code it in. They just used a different setup, and now I just got to get the emotes to be proper sized. That's going to be so fun to figure out. Yeah, you haven't seen that? Really? Look at that. We just got a salmon. Zelda treasure motif. Da-da-da-da. Open the door. Shit. I could spend 3 to get this, which then gives me 5 because it's a nursery. I don't think I've ever drafted the nursery. Exactly. Yay, compass. Da-na-na-na. I'm picking the nursery. We could pick this. This has a chance of actually doing something. We have 12 steps. This room is really... No archive? No archive. This room... We are so botched on this run that I just want to unlock as many different rooms or pick rooms I've never picked before so that we can investigate anything in them. And also we got plus 5 steps for doing this. Aw, look at this place. It's so cute. But also I wanted to... Do I have a room directory? Here we go. Rooms 1 through 12. So we have entrance hall. We don't have one. Borked, botched, dropped. So we're still missing quite a few rooms. I haven't picked a bunch of rooms. With the pool. I have quite a few of these 25 through 36s. I have a lot of 37 through 46 as well. Especially the aquarium. We love the aquarium. Bedrooms, I just got the nursery, so there's 4 bedrooms that I haven't taken. Pool, yeah, pool's a special one. It's kind of hard to get. Or, no, sorry, adds locker room, sauna, and pump room. So pump room, locker room, and sauna, you cannot pick unless you have the pool. Hallway, we're almost done with hallways. We have 2 left. Green rooms, we have none, because I'm bad. I haven't picked many shops, and hey, would you look at that? We've gotten every single red room. Well, good. Now we know. Also, there's a lot of outer rooms we need to start picking. Wooden dragon. Anything? What's this? Useless gem. Is this the Red Prince? Yeah! This book's about me. Oh, what voice should I read the Red Prince in? The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There once was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Evil voice, it's a fucking children's book. What? No. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down, if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. What's his book say, though? I don't have my magnifying glass, so instead, I'm just gonna look really closely at the page. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Okay, so that's just that page. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. That book has Inception levels to it. It was a good book, but holy shit. This is a book about a boy who reads the book that you're reading. Anyways, we're almost out of steps. That definitely locked us out of everything, so we just got to go this way and pray. Experimental house features. Bedroom's a solid option because we'll get more steps. I don't know if I've ever picked the laboratory. I'm going to pick the laboratory. I have never picked the laboratory. Holy exposition. Is that a math problem? No, it's a sphere with a quadrant cut out of it. I typically work over at Sinska Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way that doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. All right, so she's upset that the rooms change. Cool. Is this running on gas? Oh. What's this? Wavelengths. That is a... I don't know what kind of molecule that is. That's a lot of carbon bonds between... Why do you have xenon? Wait, that's not xenon. What the hell is X? Or, I don't know, RG or R1. I know that's nitrogen, oxygen. Those are all carbon bonds. I don't know what an R3 is, though. Yes, this is just how division of powers works. You don't have to state that. S equals BHB over 2. Why is it the average of the multiplication of two things? Hey, everybody. Zeno. Good eye, good eye. Welcome on in. So we have an alpha angle, a length, and a prime. Sure. I mean, this is all stuff that makes sense to me. Math-wise, it's just, why do you write random shit down? This is my kind of room, but why? So circles and lines and words and statements, I guess. Why do you have lines going everywhere? Oh, periodic table of elements. Okay, you're really going to make me try on this one, aren't you? Excuse me. Now, mind you, I have a decent memory of the periodic table of elements. Specifically, I know this one is H. You got some unstable isotope numbers? Yeah, unfortunately, I have none of them memorized down here. This has such House of Leaves vibe while being so very clearly its own thing. It's so trippy. Yes. I think as our final trick today, we're going to figure out what this says in the best way possible. Also known as I'm looking up a periodic table. Please hold, please hold. I'm pulling up the Wikipedia periodic table because it's a fantastic one. And you know what? I'm going to do something really cool. And by really cool, I mean, I guess I can do this. Boo. Yeah, sure. There we go. We're just going to place it right here. It says starting words. I spelled it wrong on purpose. I very much did that on purpose. All right. Personally, you just pull up the table in a different tab. Yes, I pulled it up on a different monitor, personally. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one is Pu. I don't know if that's plutonium. I don't think that's plutonium. I thought plutonium was naturally on the table somewhere. I don't like the way this... Yeah, it is. Oh, that is plutonium? Oh, shit. Oh, that's true. I guess it's named after Pluto. Which, indeed, would make it plutonium. Why did I think plutonium was closer... Oh, I guess uranium is on there, and it's also on this number. But okay, so we have plutonium. Then we go to 2, which I believe is... Is that silica? Or is that sulfur? I believe that's sulfur. S. And then we go to hydrogen. Guys. Push is 1, 2, 3. 4 is P. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is Re. What is Re? Is that raritanium? Rhenium. I'm very bad with... Oh, it's next to osmium. Osmium is the densest thing on the fucking planet. I think that's Re. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so Re. Where's number 6? 6 is down there, which is 7 over from the top. 3, 6, 7, which is GD. It's a weird one. All right, so push made sense. The rest is not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're on to 7 now, which is uranium. So you. Number 8 is fluorine. The one next to number 8 is oxygen. So 8 is fluorine. 9, third one down there. Polonium. This is getting weird. You think I got 6 wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, you're right. It's actually a table that I'm looking at. I don't think it's right. Oh, that's what it is. It's not. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I see what's going on. The table that I was initially reading, it's up to the right of plutonium. That should be europium. Okay, I think the table that I actually pulled up and was looking at is just wrong. There we go. Yeah, it was doing a weird blend, actually. Because you're right. Now that I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for plutonium, and even uranium wrong. Oh, wait. Does it want a periodic accurate periodic table? Yes. What year is the game set in? Oh, that's a good point, actually. There's been a lot of years going around, and I can't quite remember. All right, we're just going to start over. This is definitely going to be our final puzzle of the night, but we're just starting over. So 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which was plutonium. So I think the table I'm currently looking at is correct, because if I go back to the one I was using just on Google's main page, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it would have been at americium, which is number 95, which is wrong. Hey, you're here, Melons! You're just in time for us to solve this puzzle and then quit. Because this table might be missing some of the newer ones if they wanted to be really tricky. That's a good point, but it looks like it goes out long enough. Actually, let's just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I lost count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay. So it's these two that don't actually line up with anything is what this is. Well, unfortunately, I know it's upsetting, but I have been streaming for 2 hours, and that is my weekday limit. So we do know it's sulfur hydrogen. We have that right. Before, I messed up on this because I was doing it wrong. So now it's TH. And I think that's thesium? Therium? Would they want me to Google? Well, I mean, this is a periodic table of elements. So I just Googled a periodic table of elements. And unfortunately, the one that I was originally shown was, I was going to start showing it on my other monitor and I don't have it, has this entire row listed elsewhere. Or would they maybe give you all the clues you need in the game? Well, they might, but if there's a periodic ooh, would you look at these numbers, 1 through 10, whatever that means. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Damn it. Well, if there is information in it... Oh, look, I've been waiting for that. What's this? Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. That is wrong. That is a lie. If they put periodic table stuff in... Oh, here's a periodic table of elements. Okay, so this is the one that they want. Yeah, so that is the one that I have looked up right now. There I go. So yeah, these two are blank and the rest are filled out. So I could just screenshot this, for example, and then go to the other one. Or I just have the periodic table of elements pulled up on Google, so that's going to count as my screenshot. As we were. We're on 4 now. You didn't want to tell me, but you couldn't not hint at it? Well, I appreciate that. That at least solidified what table I'm looking at. And this makes a lot more sense now with push thorium. Thorium is what the TH is. Thank you. Again, the one I'm looking at, it doesn't actually say the names, or it does, but they're really tiny. So now we're on number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's RE. Push through. And then 6 should have been europium. Push 3 is what I'm seeing. Number 7. Push 3 up on to number 8 is back to fluorine. Up after. Yeah. There's 9. I don't know what tellurium is or whatever it is. And then we have 10, which is RN. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, RN. And then 11 and 12, we're almost there. And then that would be iodine. And then neon. All right, well, I already see the words here. You're guessing 9? I was thinking that too. So We can see the words. Is push 3 up after 9. Push 3 up after 9. All right, well, good news. We solved the puzzle. Well, it ain't happy. So we need to go to the boiler room somehow. So it says push 3 up after 9. That's the only hint we got. Now, what could that mean? I'm assuming it has something to do with this that we can't do anything with. So on that machine, hit 9 and hit 3. Yes, but unfortunately, it requires additional power to be piped in from the boiler room. Or push 3 up after 9 is talking about a clock. Because right now, nothing works. And doing this doesn't get us anywhere. So in order to get this room to work, I need the boiler room. But we're almost out of steps, so let's just continue on. I guess I don't need the text anymore. Goodbye, text. Let's see, spare room, gymnasium, or we can spend all of our steps to get the archive room. And the spare room actually connects us to the dark room, which will end the game anyways. So, archive. You have to spare room? Not even have to spare room. I technically had nothing to do anything. Where you're gonna go, well, you're gonna go, and you're telling me to have a good night. Well, thank you, Adelaide. You have a good night now. If it makes you feel any better, Melons, the room was already borked. Both of these rooms are locked. And then in we go, and that is where we end this run. We learned a lot inside of this laboratory. Is there anything we can access from this terminal specifically? Yes. What's this? In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Choose a cause immediately. You got here before you discovered experiments? Neat, yes. So whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, get something. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk. So if I say immediately, set my steps to 40, I can do this. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Add 3 aquariums to the drafting pool. Let's do an experiment. Yeah, let's start that. The run lives for 3 more rooms. All right. Research logs. No experiments found. Okay, so that checks the ones that I've run. Log into network. Shit. What was the password again? Those rooms could have keys, though? They could. Oh, that's a good point. Or it could be the power room. Swan song, right. You guys want to see some proof that I am a numbers guy and I'm not so much of a word kind of guy? So I couldn't remember the word swan song. If only you had written that down. Yes, correct. If only I had written that down. Yeah. But do you guys want to have proof that I'm a numbers guy and not a letter guy? Because I couldn't remember swan song, right? Which is just the password that I might need to type in over and over again. Hello, Meeba. Good eye. Welcome on in. Coming in right as I'm ending. But I still remember the order of the pictures in the chapel. I remember that is still 752361. 752361. 75. Well, hold on. It goes 75326. I want to say 14. Maybe it's 41. I remember 75326 is a correct order, though. Anyways, what do we have here? Electronic mail. Anything neat here? Nope. Every time you hear that modem sound, you can't help but think of AOL and how you'd always hear that you've got mail when you logged in as a kid. Same. It's ingrained in my memory. Welcome to America Online. You've got mail. All right, we're just logging out. You can't say anything about that, so good job remembering the numbers. Yeah! All right, we got 40 steps. Let's, the dark room has been forced. Let's see if we can find anything. I mean, I could just pick the chapel. I don't have any money to lose. Your note says 7523. Oh, 7523641. Oh, hell yeah. Good job keeping those notes. Oh, I think I mixed up the 3 and 2 in my original memorization. But yeah, it's 7523641. And I remember this because 7 minus 5 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And then 4, 1. The descending order, I don't know. It has to be chapel here. Archived is too much of a gamble. I mean, you're not wrong, but I've been archiving all of these, and I've almost hit every single red room because of it. But this has a step requirement, which means it's good. Sorry, not to tell me what to do. I mean, chapel makes sense, right? That will give me access to 2 more doors guaranteed. So this is the safe option. But this is fun. So let's go safe option. Doors, though. Yeah, besides, we picked the chapel, right? Now we have 2 more doors. That's 2 more times we can pick the archive option. Secret passage won't go anywhere. Gymnasium is worthless. Archive it is. Oh, and we got stuff. Archive option. The run is saved. Why do I still have a periodic table opened up on my other screen? God damn it. Please hold, please hold. I got a friend to be mad at me. I did something well. That's a key. That is a key. So we're gonna see what's in this. Oh, right. There goes that dollar I collected. Whoopsies. Chapel fee. I'm gonna pick the bunk room because it's a perfect ending. And we've never picked this bedroom before, and I'm a collectionist. Or a completionist. Commissary can sell keys? It can, but we're picking the bunk room. Oh, right, we have the nursery, so we got plus 10 steps. I don't have money, that is correct. It's a hamster! Please tell me it runs. Please tell me it runs. Get on that wheel. Get on that wheel. Serve your purpose. Run on that wheel. Do it. Please. Please tell me he does it. If I stand over here, will you run? Can you run on the wheel? Can you run on the wheel? Can you run on the wheel? God damn it. It just looks to make a cute little peep and runs into his house. Aww. I want him to run on the wheel. What's this? Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not always as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. At least that's why it doesn't, Mass Effect. Doesn't Mass Effect matter when you have the space hamster? Goddamn speech to text is really mangling your sentence. Yes, a good old Mass Effect. Look, gems. Too bad we have the things where gems are useless. Is that an Atari? Can Ice play? Can Ice play Atari? Why was that the only page of that journal? I don't know. Oh, it wasn't. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has in his entire life. Jesus. In the video game Mass Effect, you can get a space hamster that makes a peep noise and runs into his house whenever you interact with it. Aww. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane into the bushes outside. Outside. But I got it back, and if he does it again, it will not get to go to the park on Friday, and we'll make sure he gets no present for his birthday. I don't need my presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop rioting about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survive sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Aw, that got really wholesome at the end there. So he stole his book and then they matured and now he's finally gonna give it back. I wanna play Atari. Let me sit, the classic. Let me sit on a pillow on the floor and play a video game on a old ass TV. Thank you, bunk room. You taught me things. Now how do I get back? It's up, left, down, left, up, up. Yes? Or we can just go up, left, left. That's much better. Up, left, up. Stupid dark room. Oh, I never noticed that. When the room goes dark, you actually just lose the ability to interact with things in here. Cool. Man, I'm well over stream time. I gotta get going. Let's finish up today. Let's just prove that there's nothing left for us to do. I think this is the door. Fuck! Oh, the boiler room is something we needed for the laboratory. Well, shit. We have things to do. Is the denway locked as well? Denway. Yes, the denway was also locked. You don't think power would pass all the way there? What do you mean? Clearly it will. That's why it's the boiler room. Oh my god, this room is stupid. Is this a lower door, or am I just dumb? Nope, I have to figure out how to make a connection. Oh no. I get it. You can't say what you mean? Ah! All good. It means I have to figure it out. All right, so let's see. I see an electrical box over here. I see... a container. This probably provides the boiling water. That... oh, I have to actually get over there in order to do stuff? Is that an elevator? Yo, the boiler room is weird. All right, so I can figure this out. It definitely has something to do with this. Maybe not this. That, okay, so that pipe leads there. Well, first things first, the only thing this can do is pump here, so we have to do that. The boiler room is weird, but it's very important for certain things. I can believe that. Which now pushes that way. So if I just turn this on, does it lower the bridge? Oh, I see. This is the pipe that I need. Like that. Aha! It's also pumping it into the boiler. Good job, boiler room. Easy puzzle. Now open the door. I said open the door. Why is my door not opening? I solved the easy puzzle for babies. What's going on? Why am I being punished? What's that over there? Does that drop down to the floor? Do I have to use that instead? That seems impossible. Do I really think this puzzle is that easy? I mean, I was hoping. Is there a way for me to get power to this thing for some reason? All right, so that powers up that. What happens if I just keep turning this? Interesting. So this thing can also provide power. That's good to know. Oh, look, a switch valve. All right, so do I have to time this now? Like, give this a twist? That's mean. So there's a valve over there. Or, you know, I can just cheat. And now if I turn that off and do this, I get access to an elevator. That's a little mean. Or you could cheat. You did not know you could cheat? I did not know I could cheat either, but that's a really cool feature. Just, you know, point and cheat. Thank you, elevator. Take me up. Oh, and now I have access to this guy. What's this? Activate. Okay, so I have to put all three into this in order to work. I really need to get going, but I want to keep solving this puzzle. Oh, I see. Now oh, so if I twist it this way and turn it on, that'll open this door, right? Yes. And it's locked. But if I throw this door opens. So now I have access over here. However, what I want to do is throw this lever this way. Aha, so I have power part 1 over here. I think I see what's happening now. So then I can go downstairs. And now both of these are turned on. This one is not. So then this guy can be turned up. So he's powering part 2. And now this has to go to part 3, which is this pipe. But I also need it to power up there, which is this pipe. So I need it to look like that. Do I need to turn it on? Nope, I need to do that. There we go. Puzzle solved. The eternal struggle, you need to sleep, but also to finish the one last thing in the game. The gamer's dilemma. Indeed, like, I'm a half hour over. Like, I'm being a bad gamer. Did I get all 3? Hey, would you look at that? I got all 3. Now, what's the button do? Uh-oh. Oh, no! So that's what you meant by, will it reach the laboratory? I'm only allowed to push power through vents. I see now. Well, I have plenty of steps. Let's see if this actually did anything. We take a sneaky peeky. Well, this room powered up everything. The fact that you clocked the vents immediately is so impressive. Thank you. All right, so this is a vent dead end, and I wasted steps to check that. Honestly, I shouldn't even need to pay attention to the top of the vents, because it's either it's gonna make it or it's not. I don't think me changing the direction is gonna change anything. I guess I could have pushed it over there and then it would have powered up as well, but this is my best shot. Just straight ahead. So dark room, passageway, tell me you have vents. It takes everyone else a while to notice. They're bright blue. But good news. We have power in the laboratory. Let's fucking go. All right, now it says 9 and 3. And this is why we don't go to bed. We're gonna not take half a dozen runs to solve that one? Hell, what do you mean we're on half a dozen runs? Is that permanent now, or do I have to go check? The Blackridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Making progress. Let's go. And did that end the run? I think so, because the security and boiler room is locked and I'm out of keys. Wow, what a salvage. Non-spoiler hint though, power has done something else for me. Let's see, what other room would care about power? Wait. What else would power have affected? Security is a room that might have cared about power. Furnace is a room that might have cared about power. Let's take a look at it before we do. There is another way to get a key. I'm gonna check the furnace. Don't know why. Something about giving the furnace power feels weird to me, and I don't know why. Instincts, baby! Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. All right, run is not lost. Let's go to the boiler room. Sometimes it hurts to be this big of a genius. Can I just flip the switch this way quick? Which unfortunately is gonna lose power. Oh no, power is perfect, even though I don't have it going there anymore. All right, let's end this run. I actually need to get going. Walk-in closet for 4 items is cute, but it ends it. Once power is activated, you believe it's solved every time you draft it. Oh, cool. My face's power is perfect. Aw, you're too kind, Phantoms. You damn dirty little flirt, you. God. Sorry. Sorry. I need a drink after that one. Archive for fun! All right, run's over. But we got another star. Some gymnasium is probably the best option to continue the run. Yep, but it's time for bed. So I'm not here to continue the run. The twins, a pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Hell yeah. But since I'm kind of done anyways, yeah, archive. So what was the 1 star? You start with a gold. Cool. Twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. I like that one. I don't care about the slice. A gem is kind of cool. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. I kind of like the Southern Cross. Wait. That only activates if I have the observatory, right? Wait, that means there's 2 items in the entrance hall. If only I could open them. Oh, they might not be locked. We don't know. See, you just need to go open and you need to see the stars in order for the stars to trigger that day. Yes. Okay. And that is where we're going to call it for today. We went a little longer than... We went a lot longer than anticipated, let me be honest. Hey, we got the Scarlet in because I had 7 red rooms. But look, we found 10 new rooms. That's awesome. That's like half of them were new rooms. All right, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in today. It has been a joy having you here. It's been a lot of fun playing Blueprints. But also, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The real joy of today is the fact that I got the chat overlay working and emotes are starting to appear on it. It's so good. I'm so fucking happy. I'm also now just noticing that this crown is red. Does that have anything to do with the red prints? But, okay, so the emotes are working, but the emotes are small. I'll fix the size problem. I'm confident in my coding that I can fix the size problem. And honestly, it might just be, set the font size of all the messages back to tiny again, and then just make the window bigger. That might be the easiest way. Insert story in the menu of the story game, it's more likely than you think. That's actually very fair. 1 issue at a time. Hooray, success. Yes, we at least got them to appear. I'm so thankful to both Chromeco for their assistance in directly helping me with the problem, and also the unnamed streamer for pointing me in the direction of Chromeco. Thank you both. It is so helpful. And honestly, there's a good chance that I'm going to go over to Chromeco and purchase one of their overlays, because it might just fix the problem by itself. Twist ending is that you're the Red Prince. It's been red versus blue this whole time, hasn't it? It's been you. You've been my enemy. Wait, why are we stuck in this pit anyways? Like, why are we fighting the red team? Like, we're just stuck in Blood Gulch, but why are we stuck in Blood Gulch? It's been red versus blue since the internet. 100%. It's Phantom's fault this time. No, it's not his fault this time. Wait, what do you mean this time? Anyways, we're off tomorrow. We'll be playing more Hollow Knight on Saturday. We beat the game on Monday, but we have DLC, we have collectathons, we have 100%. We have so much to get. We're not going to 100% Hollow Knight, but we are going to run through the DLCs, collect as much as we can. And yeah. Ever wonder why we're here? No, but we do need to play We Were Here 2, or We Were Here again, after we're done beating It Takes Two. But all right, so yes. Hollow Knight's on Saturday. Dark Souls 2 is on Sunday. That's all I really have. So with a late night, I hope you all have a great evening, great day, great whatever time zone it is for you. But I'm going to go to bed. There's 100% of Hollow Knight, and then there's 112%. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. It's all right. Without further ado, everybody, you know what's coming. From good eye to goodbye. Have a good one, everyone. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye now.